I'm fine. They're getting ready for it.
It's gonna be that woman. It's gonna be that woman with all them adopted kids. It's gonna be the woman. I can't think of her name. I haven't.
Isn't it Barrett or something? Amy Barrett.
I don't. Barnett, I believe. But they're gonna have to dig. I mean, you know, unless she's got unpaid parking tickets, I don't think they're gonna be able to come up with nothing on her. And I'm pretty sure that's gonna completely burn their ass. That's gonna completely just burn their ass.
They're gonna try. They're gonna try.
They even know. I'm pretty sure that they know who he's gonna pick. It's gonna be the woman. And because even Pelosi's back on this impeachment bullshit again.
Mm-hmm.
For what? For coming to Louisiana after the hurricane? What? I mean, this is just gone from comical to just outright silly to totally asinine with these people. And it's just sickening. It's just people are getting tired of it, and I mean they're fed up with it, and it's taking its toll. It's taking its toll on the racial front, big time, because now they're blowing it out of proportion. One of my fellow associate truck drivers stabbed a black man to death and just came out and said he did it because he don't like black people. Mm-hmm. And they are milking that cow on all four tits. You know, they're connected with this and with that, and it's going to happen more and more and more. It's going to happen more and more and more. And it's just, I've never seen, I grew up as a kid during the Vietnam War, okay? I remember watching the news and seeing those flag-draped metal coffins come in and the protest and this, that, and the other. And, you know, I didn't know what to think back then. Now, I seriously, I mean, I'm in just shock and awe at everything going on around me, especially with these young kids today. You know, I've missed a couple of times on the show because I've had family problems that I just, you know, it just makes you want to just pack your shit and just hit the fucking mountains and just say fuck all y'all. You know, I mean that's the type of moods I'm getting in now. I know Russell feels me on this. Because I can hear it in his voice every time he talks. It's just, especially the way Texas is going now. I know that has just got to just fucking just break your heart and ream your ass at the same time. I mean, the more and more I hear about how Texas is acting, I mean, I never thought I would live to see that day. I can promise you this. I get in my depressed moods. I get in my angry moods. I get in my violent moods. And usually, a lot of times, well, it's because I got a hold of a bottle of codeine or a bottle of whiskey.
Right. Hey, we got a bunch of callers in, and we got all kinds of people in the chat room.
But I can tell you this. If you ever hear about Corporal Virgil Spraggis committing suicide, you can bet this. The list is going to be long because I'm taking a bunch of motherfuckers with me.
Right. I think we've been saying that for a while, you know. So anyways, we got some callers. The phone lines are actually popping tonight, and we got some chatters in the chat room. So I want to say hello to everybody. And if Seth want to bring one of the callers on from 312 area code, I'll get to you guys one at a time so we don't get confused. So here we go. Hey, caller, how you doing? Welcome to the show.
How you doing there? How you doing there, sir? This is Clay Douglas. I'm just listening to the show. I agree with the stuff you're saying. And I, too, when I get depressed, I get some codeine or get me a bottle of Jack Daniels, and then I have my lady friend come down here and give me a blowjob. So I understand what you're talking about.
Oh, boy, here we go.
Virgil, it sounds like you, Virgil.
So how y'all doing?
Nah, I don't bother nobody with a phone call. I just go find a stray dog and grab a jar of peanut butter.
That's what I'm talking about. Oh yeah, you're my type of guy there, man. We're both made from the same cloth. So, what military branch did you serve, sir?
I was in the United States Marine Corps. I served the same years as Russell did. 2 8-hour regiment.
Amen to that. Amen to that. Now, I had my son go down to the mall with his wife, and they got tackled by a bunch of black people. And man, they were like a mob, and my son got cut in the forehead, and he was bleeding outside. The security guards didn't even do diddly squat, and so one of the cops was out there, and he got his name. He got a hold of the black guy that punched him, and some of the black people started going like a pack of rats out everywhere, going back into the mall. I guess they didn't want to get arrested. But I hate that. Why are they so racist?
Well, it's been ever since the educational system has turned into an indoctrination system. Everything that bad that has happened or is going to happen to people of color is the white person's fault. Okay. You can come across our borders and you can infiltrate into a certain community and terrorize that community, sell drugs, human trafficking, extortion, whatever. But you're supposed to be given amnesty for that because you so-called escaped from a country of regime and poverty. But so the law doesn't apply to you. All right, that's one thing. Another thing is the using up of the past to try and gain profit for the future. Okay? Like this with this reparations bullshit. You see, I don't know about you, but well, you went to school or whatever, but the law taught me that the persons that broke the law are the ones to be punished. Now, if you committed kidnap, rape, and murder, then you should be punished for that. But if it happened 400 years ago and the people that committed it are dead, well, chances are you're going to play hell trying to prosecute somebody. And
yes, indeed.
I don't know how it works where you live, but where I live, if a person gets in an automobile accident and hurts or kills someone, just because I drive the same color vehicle as the person who got in a wreck and killed somebody, I am not held liable for that. Okay?
That's
Just
right.
because of a color. Just because of a color.
That's right.
Okay? So, this is where we're having a problem. We're having a problem with people that are either overfed and underfucked or overfucked and underfed. They don't know where to go, and it's just a plain and simple. It's just a plain and simple disease called stuck on stupid.
Yes,
Is what it is.
Yes, sir. That's right. The only reparations they're going to get is my size 13 boot up in their ass, and it's going to take a surgeon to get that shit out.
And ever since they, and you know, Russell agrees with me. Ever since they came out with them chicken sandwiches, the brothers have been going crazy.
Oh yeah, chicken even walk like chickens.
All right, Joe, we got another caller, you said? Let's bring on
we got
caller.
a whole bunch on here, so we'll go ahead and get to it. Hey, thank you, brother, for calling in on the show and everything. And we want to get to these other callers and everything. So, but yeah, even the chat room is flooded tonight. So, but hey, thank you, caller. Appreciate it.
Yes, sir.
Hello, caller. How you doing? Welcome to the show.
Hello and good evening. My name is Jared Goldstein. I'm a gay Jew from Black Lives Matter, and I throw rocks. I've burned buildings. I'm tired of Trump. He wears pink makeup.
And goodbye.
You should have kept him on. You should have kept him on.
No, sir, no. You don't need to be spewing hatred at them. They're messed up enough. We just got no time for people like that.
Right. So, well, we got another one. So, let's see here. T10 area code. So, hey, how you doing, caller? Welcome to the show.
Good, you guys. Thank you for taking my call. I am a Trump supporter, unlike the other gentleman who just called in. I, for one, I agree with everything you guys are saying. Not sure if you guys have heard of our organization. It's called we're called the Gay Republicans, which is not a joke. That is we've been
I have.
featured.
I got a couple of friends. Yes, I have. I got a couple of friends that are gay or in it.
Yeah, so not all gays hate Trump, and that's it's just the media. It's all fake news. All of us love him. I mean, we've gone to.
Are y'all
Go ahead.
Anyway tied to the Log Cabin Republicans, or y'all completely different organization?
No, we're directly related, or associated,
okay,
should
cool,
I say?
Man. Yeah. I met a bunch of y'all at the state convention a couple years back. Great time, good, solid conservative people, and the food was excellent.
Yes, yes, we do know how to cook. One thing we've helped raise money for the. Huh? Oh yeah, we've met a few of them up in Texas, up by Waco, and it was just fantastic. We do a lot of fundraising for the Republican Party. We've raised quite a bit of money, not only in the gay community, but also because we're a small portion of the population that supports Trump. But we do, we are able to raise quite a bit of money. Just recently, just last week, we had a fundraiser. Some of it was online, and some of it was at a convention hall. We had about 500 men there. And we just the entrance fee was $400, and all proceeds were going to the Republican Party to help Trump get back help him stay in the office, should I say?
Oh, I've heard of that.
And we all stayed there and lined up, and it was just a suck fest. We just we sucked dick for $400, and all of us we also came inside of a cup, and everyone would take a drink out of it after we all blew our loads in there.
Sorry.
Wow.
Well, here we go.
They're coming out the woodwork tonight, Joseph. They're coming out the woodwork.
Oh, I know it. Always on Monday nights, Cleveland, you know. You should see the chat rooms right now. We're also going to chat rooms and check it out.
I can't do that right where I am.
Oh, okay. Yeah, we get them. I'm sorry, guys. We get them every now and then. So. But,
I think it's funny as shit. I think it's funny as shit.
Right.
But I was going to ask him to turn me on to the. I was going to ask him to turn me on to the latest fag jokes.
Well, let me just say this, man. Apparently, we must be getting truth out there, reaching some people to draw this kind of attack. And what you've heard from the last two callers is they're tolerant and what they actually think of you if you happen to be a gay man supporting Trump. Right there, ladies and gentlemen, that is their tolerance. They will lie, and it's it shows the depth of their Trump derangement syndrome. I mean, these people. And again, today you've had Holder, who was probably, I don't know, kind of a toss-up between him and Lynch, but Holder's probably the most corrupt AG that the United States has ever had. You've had Hillary Clinton, which God knows why that old bag of bones still out there running her mouth. I mean, it must show the desperation of them. Barack Obama, Stephanopoulos, all out there today calling for violence, threatening the American people. I mean, and you know, at the base of it, you have to wonder why. And let me take a minute to explain to you why. And, of course, along with that, you have to throw in why the Republicans have been silent on all this so much. Let me tell you, ladies and gentlemen, these Republicans have been silent because they want to see Trump go as badly as these Democrats do. Because we have seen, and coming up on 4 years, the extent of the corruption, the systemic corruption. We have seen the extent of their vitriol hatred of America, it's our way of life and freedom. It is nothing about but power to them. And these are the same people who spent 46 years selling you to the Chinese and anybody else who had money to pony up, all right? And right now, they know that Trump has the American people behind him. It may be only 63 million of us, but I tell you what, there's enough of us to where if they try to hijack this election, the price that's going to be paid is going to be tremendous. But they are so arrogant and think that you, me, Virgil, Joseph, the person sitting to the left of you, the person sitting to the right of you, the person sitting in front of you, and the person sitting in back of you are so stupid that we're going to buy into this stuff. And let me tell you, ladies and gentlemen, unfortunately, a large part of America is. All right? We have watched we have watched nothing but Trump derangement syndrome on display for coming up on 4 solid years. False impeachments, false charges, false investigations. And more as this stuff comes out, the more and more we know there was never any reason for an investigation. The only person that did any kind of shit in Ukraine was Joe Biden, and he's on videotape bragging about how he got the investigators fired over there that was looking at his son, withholding funds. That was the Democrat Party. China, $1.5 billion to Biden's son after they take a trip over there. Oh, isn't that just a wonderful coincidence? $423 million. $423 million given to the Clinton Foundation. by Russia after Mueller, Obama, Clinton, I think the AG at the time was Holder. It may have been Lynch. Signed off on deals selling 20% of our uranium to Russia. And these people want to talk about corruption. These people, I mean, America, talk to me. Jesus. I mean, what else do you have to see? And yet, you have millions of stupid people out there buying into this bullshit. I got nothing else. Virgil, help me, man.
Well, Russell, we've always known the corruption was there. But what we didn't realize was how deep it went. I mean, how Titanic at the bottom of the ocean deep it went. You see, if Hillary would have got elected, we wouldn't be hearing about any of this.
We wouldn't be here talking. We'd be up and lined up and shot and executed.
They would still be burning the files. They would still be incinerating files. But like Russell has said, one man cannot do it by himself. The man, I mean, you think World War II was a bitch. Let me tell you what Trump is fighting, he wish he was fighting World War II just on two fronts. He's got the Democratic front. He's got the Rhino front. He's got the legislative Black Caucus front. He's got all of these fronts to fight because he's not taking any of this shit. He's telling them like it is, and he's being called racist for it. He's being called misogynist. He's being called homophobic. He's being called Islamophobic, and all of this. You know, and the majority of these people with this Islamophobic stuff, when he mentioned shithole countries, well, let me tell you what. Have you ever been outside the United States to one of these shithole countries? I have.
Oh, I have.
I have.
Yep, I have too.
And let me tell you something. Beirut was a shithole. Beirut was the biggest shithole. Let me tell you something. That explosion in Beirut kind of made me homesick. Because I left the fucking place looking just like that, you know.
We got more callers, you guys. Should we take another one or?
Yeah, let's go ahead. And if it's a troll, let him go. Let him go. I want to have some fun with him.
Hey, how you doing? Welcome to the show.
Hey, you guys. Thank you for taking my call. Calling from San Diego.
San Diego,
right, California.
29 pounds.
I've been through there on my way to Vegas, but never been to 29 Palms. Been to Palm Springs, but anyways, you know, I'm in a state where it's absolutely solid blue, and everybody here is just a bunch of crazy liberals. And you know what? To be honest, I mean, I try to just not say much, only because they can't have an intelligent conversation. It immediately turns into them going into hysteria, and so you know, I own a business here, so I can't say shit, because before you know it, they're gonna, you know, they'll try to get me to lose my clientele, and it's unfortunate. You can't have any rational discussions. I mean, how would you guys recommend that I approach this? Because whenever I end up trying to talk to these guys, they're very rude and very upsetting, and all they do is talk over me.
Well, let me
so I don't know how to approach this. I'm really trying hard.
Let me ask you a question.
Every single time I talk to these guys, yelling and screaming and screaming and yelling.
Right. Well, let me ask you something.
I'm trying to just get my business going. I have a family. I just want them to go to school. That's it.
I would suggest
every time that I speak, they speak over me. It's getting to be very upsetting. My wife doesn't like it here ananymore.
Go
Okay,
ahead, Russell.
well, I would
We're about to
suggest,
move out of San Diego.
I would suggest moving
Time
your.
I talk, it seems like they talk over me. It's awful.
Okay, well, caller.
And now that they are here to stay, and they see that the election's is 50 days from now, all they do is they jump on my case.
Okay, well, let me ask you a question.
All they're doing is
There's two questions.
nonstop yelling and just, oh God, it's too much. I can't go to work. I've had my car keyed.
Well, let me ask you a question.
Keyed. I've already gone ahead and I've had to get my goddamn truck keyed twice.
Well,
non-stop painting and cutting, and they slashed my tires twice.
Let me ask you a question.
Non-stop, just harassment and beating.
Well, can we ask you a question?
Yeah.
Sure.
What?
And non-stop, I can't even get any.
Well, we can't ask you a question
words,
if you keep talking. We can't ask you a question if you keep talking. Can we ask you a question?
And go ahead.
Let me ask you.
Because I'm a Republican, and as a Republican here in California, it's impossible for me to get a word out because all they do is, they talk over me, they yell at me. I'm not used to that. I'm a Republican.
I see. Okay.
White power. I'm all, here in San Diego, California, we gotta, we gotta stick together, all us Republicans.
Okay, well, let me.
And if we don't stick together, the problem is going to be that we're going to get just overrun by these damn Democrats.
Can
we
ask
get
you a question?
overrun by these Democrats,
can you stop talking long enough? Can you stop talking long enough for Russell to ask a question?
Go ahead.
Yeah.
He's on side.
Let me ask you something. What specifically is keeping you tied to San Diego and California? Is your business something that can't be done somewhere else that's not taxed as heavily? And the second question I would have for you is, with all the problems that California is having now, arsonists, the homelessness, all that sort of thing, there is no swing to try to make things better by changing the state government that's been in power there for decades?
Right.
Caller?
Go ahead, Russell. He got hung up on. Hopefully he calls back. But I kind of feel like
another troll. Another troll.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I live in a liberal state, and I can tell you, especially Santa Fe. Santa Fe is actually more liberal, but out here it's like, we just mind our own business. You mind your business, I mind my business. But you start shit with me, then it's on. That's how it is out here. That's how we do it.
It took a lot to get the people of Louisiana, fed up. They're like I said before, they're like an old diesel engine in the wintertime. They're hell to get fired up, but once you get them fired up, that's it. There ain't no stopping them. And Governor John Bell Edwards is starting to feel the pressure now, because they're screaming for a special legislative session to come along within the next 15 to 30 days, and people, the legislature and the senator are listening to the people, and my friend Terry Edwards, you might remember her. Her late husband was on the show Swamp People. Randy Edwards, he got killed in a car wreck. And his brother Willie Edwards, who is still on the show. Well, she's gaining momentum. She's going around everywhere with a petition. Her and several other people, and they're doing it right. They're doing it legal. They're checking everybody's voter status and everything, so there's no screw ups. And they've got a respectable amount of signatures for recalling the governor.
Right.
And
Or actually,
they're going to.
she was typing. She was typing just now saying that she's stuck with Ralph Northam. I feel sorry for you, Ashley. Wow.
Do what
wow.
now?
I meant to say that him.
So
What?
I didn't
There's
understand
Ashley.
a word of that.
Ashley just in the chat room. She was just typing. She said that she's stuck with blackface Ralph Northam. You know, but you know. Yeah, you think that's bad, Ashley? We got a midget governor here, and she's just holy terror and everything. So, but I sympathize with you.
Good night, Chester. Well.